Tension, fantasy and chillers. Fantasy and chillers? No, it's
Welcome back to a brand new season of Fantasy and Chill. Coming with you tonight, our first video of the new season 2019. What we're going to be doing these few weeks leading up to the draft is kind of highlighting a few players, kind of give you a little draft profile, kind of the big names in fantasy football, the ones dominating the news, the guys that are in new spots, all those things we're going to hit on. So tonight, our first player we're going to highlight is a player that has dominated the news cycle the past few weeks, for good and bad. So our first player tonight is Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill was
hit it,
okay.
Matt.
Okay, hit it again. Yeah, Britt, why are we playing that song?
Brit?
Britt, come on, don't get shy.
Hold on. No. See, you can't talk when he's playing the drop.
I don't know when he's gonna drop. I'm not sitting next to
I
him.
know, but that's what I'm saying. Can you turn the volume up on the drop a little bit?
No.
Because
You should have
it
told me
sounds
that.
like shit, though.
I played
It'll
it like
sound
3
good on the
times.
recording. Play it one more time without me talking.
See, that's what I'm saying. So he's got to, Killer's got to shut the fuck up, and then he plays it, because I couldn't hear shit when Killer was talking.
All right, now that we got that out of the way, I was talking again. Anyways, Tyreek Hill. In 2018, he was your number one wide receiver. Probably played. He finished the year with 87 catches, 1,479 yards, and 12 touchdowns. Also added 22 carries for 151 yards and 1 touchdown. And then it says he also had a miscellaneous touchdown. I can't remember if that was a punt return or a kick return.
Kickoff return.
Kickoff return touchdown. So there you go. Your number one wide receiver. So what we're going to be talking about tonight is what we're kind of projecting for him this year, where we're going to target him, and maybe a few concerns we have. So I'll just go ahead and start off. I've kind of done my preseason rankings here. I have Tyreek Hill currently as my number 6 wide receiver. So where does that kind of fall into where y'all are ranking him?
I mean, I think I have him number 3 right now. I think I really only have Hopkins and Devontae Adams ahead of him. I've got him number 3 back.
You forget about Julio?
16 game season. Yeah, above Julio too. Yeah.
You have him above Julio.
Julio just didn't get the touchdowns. And then with Mahomes throwing the ball.
I will say this, where I agree with Britt, is there anybody in fantasy football with a higher ceiling?
Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, this is the good Deshaun Jackson.
Hey, you asked.
No, would it totally shock you if I told you that he got a 50-yard touchdown every single game this year? Like, would you be totally shocked?
Every game? Yeah.
Every single game. I would not be shocked.
That'd be pretty shocking.
The Chiefs' defense isn't getting any better, so they're going to be in shootouts every single game.
He is arguably a part of the best quarterback wide receiver duo in the league. The only one that I can really come to mind that might be better is Hopkins and Deshaun Watson, as far as from a fantasy standpoint.
Matt Ryan, Julio?
Matt Ryan, Julio's up there.
I mean, Rodgers and Adams, but that's the only wide receiver I take over him, Adams and Hopkins.
So I said arguably. So I will say Mahomes, Tyreek Hill is my number 1 QB wide receiver duo in fantasy this year. Okay, so if we're talking about, let's see, I had him. Sorry, Matt, what?
I was interested in where Britt had him, since this is his boy.
He said number 3.
Oh, you said number 3.
Yeah, number 3 wide receiver. I'm taking him early 2nd round.
That's the next thing I was getting at, is where we were going to draft him.
If I have the 10 pick on the 10-11 turn and a 10-team draft, I'm taking him on the other pick. Well, I'll take a running back, number 10, and then number 11, Tyreek.
See, that's a little early for me. I think I looked earlier looking at some running backs where I have receivers, and he came out to, I think, number 15 overall for me. So I'm trying to target him about the middle of the 2nd round. But I do agree that if he's a player that you really want on your team, you're probably going to have to take him on the turn, like Britt said, early 2nd, late 1st. Because I think if you wait till the middle of the 2nd round, he's going to be gone.
So you have Michael Thomas over him?
I do have Michael Thomas over him.
And Odell Beckham?
I believe I have Hopkins, Julio, Juju, Michael Thomas.
Over him?
Look, I got to stand by my Juju, man. I can't drop it.
I know, but I'm just saying Juju has it's his first year being a number one wide receiver. He's never done that before. And he's got how old is Big Ben? 38, 30.
Does it
Mahomes is in
matter?
his, I
Does it
know, but
matter?
Mahomes just came off a 50 touchdown season. You have to go with
Look,
a better quarterback in that situation.
right now, because I made that bold proclamation, I have to stand by Juju. But when it comes to draft day, I might take Tyreek. I
I know.
don't know.
You're taking
I'm
Tyreek. I guarantee you.
I'm starting to backpedal on the Derrick
Well, yours
Henry.
was a little bit more bold than mine was. So
Look, he said hot takes, okay?
he did say hot take. Yours was like the fires of hell take.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm taking him like mid second round, but I know I'm not getting him there, so that's the problem.
That was my point. I have him valued kind of mid second round, but like I said, I don't anticipate him being there.
Are you taking Le'Veon Bell over Tyreek Hill?
See, that was
No.
my breaking point there. I was looking at my running backs. Where would I slide him in between running backs? And it came down for me to would I rather have Le'Veon Bell or Tyreek Hill? That's where I'm at.
James
Yeah,
Conner or Tyreek Hill? I'd
James
probably still
Conner.
take Conner, but
I took Connor.
I would not be mad at all going 10-11 James Conner.
So when it comes to, I think those are two comparable pieces right there. I don't want to talk too much about Le'Veon Bell because he will be one of the guys we're going to highlight later on. But just looking at Le'Veon Bell or Tyreek Hill right now, gun to your head, who do you take?
Tyreek. No question.
Tyreek.
See, I'm taking Tyreek also. There's too many question marks.
Yeah.
Right, and we'll save that because we'll get into those takes on Le'Veon Bell. So Tyreek Hill, we're proclaiming him kind of. Oh, I already said he's at the highest ceiling of any wide receiver. But what are our concerns with Tyreek Hill for this season?
Possibly something coming out from the police and him getting suspended.
So the elephant in the room we haven't even addressed yet. He did somehow avoid a suspension. With Roger Goodell loves handing out suspensions. I really don't understand how he did not get suspended.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit.
That's true. But we've seen this in the past. 2 years ago, he pretty much held Zeke hostage the whole year. So if anything else comes out, if anything changes, Tyreek Hill very possibly could be suspended at some point this year. So that's something you have to worry about. Another 2 minute. Oh, I shouldn't say that.
He's
Whatever. Another concern with Tyreek Hill is he does have a tendency to put up some duds. When a guy that's dependent on big touchdowns as much as he is, I mean, I probably don't have enough time to look up last year, but I know there were at least a couple games where he's going to put up like 3 or 4 points.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he's going to have those duds, but he's going to win you matchups when he goes off. I had him last year. What did I get him? I think I got him in the third round, and he ended up as a wide receiver number one. And he has those games where he has 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yes, he's going to have games where he has 5 catches, 55 yards. You're just going to have to deal with that, but that's like any wide receiver. When he goes off, he's going to win you.
I agree.
I mean,
Deshaun
can you
Jackson.
name another wide receiver with a higher ceiling?
I
Per
already
game
did that. I
basis.
couldn't.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I
exactly.
already told you. I agree. He has the highest ceiling.
You live and die with play it, Matt.
That's all I got. You can't get the whole song.
All right.
Aww,
So wrapping up Tyreek Hill here. We are going to be coming at you the next few. Oh, I don't want to promise the next few days, but over the next few weeks, we're going to be highlighting some different players. So be on the lookout for your favorite players coming up. Who to target, where to target. So
Peace.
until then, we out.